Hi, you're back in my pot garden. Well, forever looking for bargains. I was in the local B&M store and I saw these. There's one other brand or type of strawberry, I can't remember what the name of that one was, but this one, as you can see, is called Ostara. It says it's a perpetual variety. I do have, well, you've seen in previous videos, I've got quite a few strawberries, but I don't think you'd never have enough. So I saw these, it was £1. You do get 2 in here, the sort of dried root in a bit of soil. I've started them off, I've put them in a pot. The reason why I got these was because it says perpetual. The varieties I've got, which are the Cambridge and I cannot remember the name of the other one, Honey Eye, if that's how you pronounce it. I get strawberries quite early on, but none sort of at the back end of like autumn. And when I saw these perpetual ones, I do know that they generally produce, well, these in particular produce strawberries right from summer and on through to the end of autumn, or as soon as you start getting frosts. So this is a sort of prolific sort of producer of strawberries from what I've seen on seed websites. So I thought, well, for £1 for 2, I mean, obviously you can propagate them and get more plants from these if they grow. Hopefully they will, and get more of them. But I thought for £1 for 2, it's not bad. And actually, no, they are here. I've potted them up into 3-inch pots, and as you can see, there's the crown there. They've been watered. The roots have been soaked in water for 24 hours, and I've put them in this moist compost. I'll keep them indoors until I see signs of growth, and then I'll put them in the greenhouse to grow on, and hopefully I'll get some more of them. I'll let you know as soon as things start happening with these. I'll show you in a video. But yeah, first clip, some new strawberries. Well, welcome back to another series of small clips. This here is my inkberry plant that I grew last year. Did really well. Tried to overwinter it in the greenhouse. You've seen in earlier videos, the other one is looking really good. This is the one that's looking a little bit worse for wear. So you can see that there is a new shoot. I don't know if you can see it there. I'll try and zoom in a bit, see if you can see it a bit better. And just down a little bit. There you go, there's the fella there. Oops. So this fella here, he is doing alright, he's surviving. There's new leaves coming up on the top there. it's starting from down here at the base. I'll come back out again, and here we go, and I'll come back up a little bit so you can see me. There you go. Right, so what I'm going to do, these bits, the dead, they're starting to get a sort of fungus on them. They're not going to survive. I don't want any fungus or anything in my greenhouse, so I'm going to, and this is all experimental, I'm just doing this really as an experiment to see how it copes. But basically, what I'm going to do is just cut it back to what looks like a green, healthy stem. All the way back if need be on some of them. These have all been winter damaged. I don't know if this will even kill it off, but I'd rather prune it right back to there, where I know it's still healthy and viable. In fact, I think I'm going to have to cut that one back right back to there. Whoops. And get rid of any dead leaves. So yeah, that's back there. Gives this as much chance as I can to keep it going. I'm going to have to be quite severe with this. There you go. So at least I know all the dead or dying stems have been removed. Hopefully it'll give this as much chance as I can to grow on. So that's my inkberry plant done. So I'll put this back in the greenhouse for another couple of weeks, and then I'll get it outside. So that's my inkberry. For Jim, this bit's for you. I've just saw your video just recently, and you were growing goldenberry, which I believe is just the same as this one. The seed packet that were called inkberries, but I think it's Cape Gooseberry, goldenberry. I think they're all the same thing, just different names. So good luck with your attempt this year at growing this. I hope you had as much success as I had. It's, well, like I say, it's in me earlier videos when I've grown this. I called it a triffid because it just goes wild. Took over about half my greenhouse, but the berries are lovely. You will enjoy them, I'm sure of it. So that bit's for you. Another thing I'm going to have to do with this greenhouse is I've cleaned that side, so as you can see the glass is clean that side, but as you can see it's still dirty here. So I'm going to have to clean or give this side of the greenhouse a wash down, so that's another job. That, just a quick run through. That's me other inkberry plant that's doing much better, so hopefully that will be coming back. Me rhubarb in the pot, that's really taken off now, getting 3 or 4 leaves on that now, so that's really taken off now. parsnips. These are my white gems, and they are doing really nice. Start to get the sort of true leaves coming through just about. Peas and beans, as I zoom back, really taking off now. Really happy with that. As I say, another couple of weeks and I think that will be moved outside when the weather just gets a little bit warmer. My asparagus is growing. I've had to top it up about 5 centimetres, so they're just poking through the surface again now. But I think one more application and that's it. It'll just be a case of leaving this to do its own thing. My propagator, I'll quickly show you. Put that down. Really taking off now. My cabbage, doing really well, enjoying it in this propagator. There's still nothing celery wise, but I think that does take a little while for it to come through. My kohlrabi are really doing well. They're doing fantastic. Cauliflower, they're all doing fantastic now. Celeriac, I think it's a bit like the celery, takes a little while to come through. But I just wanted to show you this. This has been in the soil and it is, let's see, I'll reset this. Right, I'll zoom in. As you can see, 12.4 in this greenhouse at this very moment, and this propagator is heating the soil up, and each of them is 2, so it's 2, 4, 16, about 16 degrees, and that was about 12. So this 8-watt propagator is raising the temperature up by about 4 degrees. So it's I would say it's doing its job, doing it really well. So as you can see, it doesn't take much heat to raise your soil up, even a few degrees, and a few degrees makes a difference. My flowers, we've got my Nicotiana, which hasn't appeared yet, but like I say, early days. My asters, they're really coming away now. My Rudbeckia, as you can see, they're all starting to come through now, so that's good. And my Verbena, I think they're still waiting to come through. But yes, as I say, the soil is, you're looking at about 16 or 18 degrees, the soil there, so it's absolutely perfect. So keep the heat in and put the lid on. That's it. I'll just open up the vents a little bit. There you go, just so they don't get any damping off. Well, welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have to pop on a few of my tomato plants. So these are them there. I'll zoom in so you can see them a bit better. And lower it. So let's see. There we are. There's a tray. Just say they're starting to bend over, they're getting that tall now. So I'll zoom back out on the camera. Okay, so they're in these trays, and what I'll do is I'll pull out, I'll slide out this one, gently teasing the other plants away. There you go. So let's see if you can see these. There you go. Doing really well. What I'll do is I'll open it up and see what the roots are like. Don't know if you'll see anything. Well, very hard to see, but there is some fine roots growing down from here. If I'd done these singly, I would have left them in here a bit longer, but because there's about 3 or 4, I don't want the roots to get so intertwined that I might damage them when I try and pot them on. So they're high enough to be potted on, and well, I think it's the right time for them. So this is what I'm going to do today. So these are 3.5-inch pots that I'm going to do. Just put a tiny bit of soil in the bottom just to weigh them down a bit. Open up one of these cells. And as I say, the good thing about these cells, root train, is they come out in one bit. But I need them separate. So what I'll do is just gently, ever so gently, tease them apart, and then, whoops, touching the seed leaves and not the stems, I will gently tease them apart, and I'll come up. So you just gently tease them apart like that, and then obviously I'll plant them. That's where it was before, but I'm going to plant them right up to the top of there because it'll grow roots from this stem. So instead of being about like that, it's going to be planted way further down, and it'll make the soil more, it'll make the plant more sturdy. And it's just a case of simply topping it up with the soil. Just gently patting it down. Like that. Not too hard. Just a little bit more. That's it. There you go. Just gentle tap, just to settle everything down. And there you go. That was a tall plant now, and it was flopping over in the wind, and as you can see, it's now standing up. So that's one. Nearly done. This is my it's the Rubine purple Brussels sprout. As you can see there, it's got
absolute huge root. So the root trainer likes being in the root trainer, but time to put it on. And just try and gently get this in. Okay. There you go. There you go. That's me Brussels sprouts transplanted. These parsnips, I'll not pot them on. What I'll do is I'll just put them into the container that I'm growing them in and see if they take. So I'll be back in a moment. There you go. So that's the last three of me money makers. Oh, you can see them all there. Yeah. So keep them indoors on the windowsill for another few weeks. Might pot them up one more pot and then into the final one, ready for the big grow. So I'll take these in because the wind's picking up, and I think that's all me transplanting done. I just need I'll just do a final sort of reveal, as it were, of everything that's been done. So this is me Gladiator potting container, and there's some that I planted the seed, and that's them little ones there, and yeah, there's one coming through there, and obviously these three are what we've grown in the root train and transplanted in here. So we'll see how they get on after being moved, and time will tell. So this is my transplants done for today. I'll have more next weekend with the other tomatoes once they've caught up a bit, but the money makers and a few other things needed doing. So finally we've got the money makers. I've got 2, 4, 5 in there. That one is this fella here, is my indigo rose. In the back, and I've got these staked up with some barbecue skewers. I've got the 3 Tasty Kings at the back, 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 mini munch cucumbers. I've got me Brussels sprout in there. I've got 3 more money makers, 3 mini munches, and 3 more money makers. I'm not growing all these money makers. I'll probably grow about 8 of them, but I'm going to be growing 2 other varieties. That escapes me, but yeah, this Gardener's Delight, and the other one still eludes us, but there's 2 others which I'm going to grow a couple of each, and then about 6 or 8 of these money makers, whichever the best ones are. And what I've got left, I'll see if my sister wants them. So yeah, so these will go on my windowsill for the next couple of weeks or so, and we'll see how they come on.
Right, I'll be very quick. This is in my garage propagator. It's only set at 10 degrees, but leeks are doing fine. As you can see, I've got beetroot coming through on quite a few of them now. This has only been about a week at 10 degrees. So beetroot's coming and leeks. Well, that's it for another video. Hope you found it interesting. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I've got plenty more tomatoes to transplant, but that'll have to wait for another week. I've got plenty more seed sowing to do over the next month or so. Things are warming up, so things should get a bit more busier now. So I'll leave it there. See you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you later in my pot garden.